I've been practicing yoga since the year 2000, but I'm still a long way from being a full-time yogi. For starters, I don't plan on giving up brisket tacos and the occasional margarita anytime soon. A real yogi, like my friend Tej Manga, practices yoga 24 hours a day.
Being a yogi is different from just practicing yoga, and being a yogi really means embracing all aspects of the practice. And so when you embrace all aspects of the practice, you're living the tenets or the ethics of the practice, and that's a 24/7 practice, and it's really, walking the talk.
So what is the definition of a full-time yogi? Well, for me, that means that one must follow the Eight-Limbed Path, as written by the ancient sage Patanjali around 200 AD. And here it is in a nutshell. The first limb are the yamas, 5 moral codes. The first one is compassion for all living things, including oneself. This is probably the most important moral code, and it's the reason that a real yogi is a vegetarian and abstains from alcohol use. The other 4 are truthfulness, non-stealing, abstinence, or at least fidelity, and letting go of attachments. The second limb are the niyamas, 5 personal observances. They include purity and cleanliness, contentment, discipline, self-examination, and the study of God. The third limb are the asanas, the physical postures. And this is what most people in the West call yoga. Interestingly, the Eight-Limbed Path is supposed to be done one step at a time and in this particular order. And no one says this better than my friend Aaron Price.
If you look at Patanjali's Eight-Limbed Path, the Ashtanga path, first you've got the yamas and niyamas, which is basically just a really highfalutin way of saying you need to start acting, thinking, and talking right. But once you've got that, you need to do some asana. You need to move your body.
The fourth limb is pranayama, or breath control. And once you get this far, your yoga practice can really take off. Prana is the Sanskrit word for vital life. So pranayama is the practice of bringing this vital life into the body through conscious control of the breath. The fifth limb begins a transition from the physical world to a more mental and spiritual realm. Pratyahara is the control of, or separation from, the senses. Many yogis believe that a person influenced by outside events and actions cannot truly achieve inner peace and tranquility. The sixth limb is dharana, or concentration. When the mind slows down through yoga practices, it's able to concentrate on one subject. And this is when the head stops racing around at 1,000 miles an hour, and the yogi is able to concentrate with all his focus and attention on one thing. The seventh limb is dhyana, or meditation on the divine. And this is another reason why I'm still just a part-time yogi. My meditation practice leaves a lot to be desired. But that's okay, I'm still working on it. Yoga is an ongoing practice. Interestingly, it takes a lot more energy than you would think just to sit still for an extended period of time. In fact, one of the reasons for asana practice is to prepare the body for meditation. Once a yogi has practiced and mastered the first 7 limbs, then he is ready to climb to the top of the ladder. Samadhi, nirvana, complete union with the divine. The words I and me disappear, and the yogi's soul experiences pure awareness. Sounds nice, doesn't it? And now you know the steps it takes to get there. The more I study the Eight-Limbed Path, the more fascinated I become by it. It's so simple and logical, yet putting it all into practice is something I may never achieve. It's quite humbling to realize how much more I need to grow. And the people who live their lives on this path have earned my full respect. Crystal Ray is one of those people, and she sums it up perfectly.
You won't leave this planet saying, oh, I wish I had another car in my garage or more money in my bank. You'll leave this saying, I'm glad I had an opportunity to reach out and hug you and to have experienced love and to be able to give love and to receive. And those are the things that really matter. And that's where yoga points, through this incredibly beautiful Eight-Limbed Path.